Hey guys, come through here, and today we're in Map Maker Season 1. This is episode 2, and on today's episode we can continue working on a terraforming project, basically mirroring this side but having a waterfall going down and not doing some of these extensive bits going into the underground, as well as making command blocks to go into this side and blocking off visibility over here. So let's get started by mirroring the first side over there. Alright guys, so what I've got so far, I've copied out the main sections of the half of the mountain on that side. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the waterfall, or at least the river stream, going down from here and then adding everything else afterwards. So let's just get rid of this because we don't need it for this episode, and I think it's so we get some water. We need to make sure it's directed, so it's going to be directed in one specific way. So if we go from, I think here should be fine. Now that's going to go down, but we need a catching point. So that's the problem. That's the problem right there. It spreads out too far, but that could be used to our advantage. But what I'm thinking of doing, simply just barrier blocking the area. I put barrier block there and there. I'm simply just going to use a couple barrier blocks to make it go in the direction that I want it to go through. Sort of like this. Just to make it all go in one same direction. Now I'm going to plug this back up and then put it back down after it's gone down quite a bit. So we have barriers right here. Second this goes down. We're fine. Now I'm going to just going to break these blocks here, and for now fill this up down there. And then break it one more block there and break this here, because we can actually use this as another entrance to the underwater. So in theory this should now work. Break these, send in the water stream. I think this should work now. So we have barrier blocks there that guides the water straight down, and boom, there you go. It goes right in, fits in perfectly. Now we need to add in some of the scenery, and because it's right next to what I'm thinking, we put some twisting vines. Maybe we just make it sort of like, I'm thinking sort of like a border or like a fence, but the problem is that won't look too natural. So I'm thinking on this side, we just place 3 barrier block. On this side we go same block, 1, 2, 3, 4, then place the barrier block, so then it looks a bit more natural, even though these are nether items, not overworld items. Now we need to add a bit of bamboo over here, so I'm thinking we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, barrier block right here, like that. Then we do the same thing on that side, so we go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, barrier block and barrier block. There you go. Now that's not done yet, so what we need to do, we do something like the design we did with the vines. Just go like this, actually no, not up there, because we're still going to do the 3 bamboo, well 3 high bamboo I should say, and we want to go like that and like that. We also want to go down here just in case that spreads. I don't think it will, but sometimes it does that, so we'll leave it like that for now. Go over on this side, 1, 2, 1, 2, Vines here and over here. Now we need to place number 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Grab our barriers. 1, 2, 3. Now when you're placing down your first 3, you have large hitboxes, but when you place down the second one, your hitbox is very small. So you have to be very careful when using your hitboxes. Plus you cannot be in the hitbox when you're placing it, because of how big the hitbox is. Because the players there, the game won't let you place it. So now we've basically done that side, but we need to do what we usually do, or what we did before. We need to find bone meal and bone meal the area. Where is it? I think it's in, yeah, it is in nature. So replace twisting lines. Go around the area and just bone meal, bone meal, bone meal. Bone meal as much as we can, because it's a very nice area. Now stuff like this do happen. It's not really in my control. I have to just break that block and then put it back down. That's the problem with barrier blocks. You can still place stuff like vines on them, and vines will still grow on them. And that's this side all complete. Oh, there's a small area there that we need to patch out. Right here. And there we go. The waterfall area, that's all complete. So now we have to make this curved edge over here and then set up the command blocks. So let's do just that. Alright guys, so I've set up the command. So if we go over here, we get teleported over here. If we go over here, we get teleported back in. Now what I've done, I've put a bit of stone just behind here, so I can put all my command blocks here, because the command blocks don't necessarily have to be right underneath where you're teleporting to. So what my plan is, I can put a command in a command block saying not to show up in chat, so then you don't get all the found stuff. It just says teleported blah 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 blah, or you have been teleported to blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's sorted and filled up with cool stuff. Now let's finish off this part of the terraforming project. Alright guys, so I've finished off this side and it's taken me about an hour to get this video done, or at least to this so far progress. So each side takes about an hour to do for me, only because I don't terraform much. I'm not that kind of person. I've never terraformed much before. The first time I terraformed was, I think, actually Coiningcraft. I barely ever terraformed, sorry. I've terraformed maybe 2-3 times before that, but that's it. I don't terraform like at all. Also what I've done, I've used spruce saplings and jungle saplings and placed barrier blocks above them so they don't grow, but it just looks really nice in this sort of area. So if we take a look at the progress that we've got today. So yesterday we got this far progress, we got this whole side done, which looks gorgeous. And then we go over to this side, we got a nice little waterfall going down, and we have a bit more scenery over here. And this side's a bit more bland, but I do think I like that, because I don't want to go with the same sort of concept throughout the entire thing, but I want a similar concept throughout the entire thing. Now the next thing that we have to do is get a hide command for the teleporter, and we need to do the inside. We need to unlock where is it? We need to find out where that, I think it's over here. Yeah, it is. No, that's bad. Okay, and stuck there. So we now have an entrance through the waterfall into the underground. The underground is very bland at the moment. As you can see, there's barely anything in here except for that and a bit of stonework behind it. We now have this entrance, which is actually quite nice. Now what we have to do next, instead of expanding on the mountain, making it massive and starting out the main fortress, what we need to do, we have to do the inside. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to, well, for next episode, I'm going to start off the inside of this place. Now, you see, this is what I'm talking about, the vines growing on the side. That's not something we want. But the problem is there's going to be a mountain here, so there's no point putting barriers here at the moment. Also, this getting here, it's the vine is annoying me quite a bit, so I'm just going to let that grow out a bit. Same thing over here, that can grow out. This part I see annoying, but I can't get rid of that. But yeah, that's today's progress. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time.